enjoy that?
Well, before the sending off, I had this all prepared, and the sending off happened. I was hoping it was going to be a Palace player, but as it happened, it was
the most important player.
It was the most, yeah. And for 5 minutes, we were. It was like the ship had lost his captain. Fred turned into crap Fred for about 5 minutes, and I think it was probably because Ten Hag was looking what Vieira was doing with his 2 substitutions. Because prior to that, he was bringing Mateta on. He was gambling, and I thought this could be fun because there'll be loads of space in behind. So the sending off completely changed the game. And I have to say, I did enjoy our shithousery. It was right. There was a few of our players who've gone up a level on that.
Sometimes you've got to win ugly. We've not had that in our team for a long time, Graham. And you know what? We had that there today. We made it happen. We ground out the win a different way, and everyone's walking out very happy again. But like you said, then it's important that you have to play the dark arts as well. You have to learn how to win differently.
Yeah. There's a togetherness about this team, and before. I mean, the game was split into 2 hard parts. Back when we were freezing to death at Selhurst Park, I didn't have the opportunity to say that Schlupp actually changed the game for them when he came on. And today he was their free guy, and we still struggled to deal with him. I thought the substitution of Vegos was absolutely right, and I thought we were ready to actually. We really had to gamble and put Rashford up front, but I think that was a game where he could have played up front. And the second goal was a work of art. I mean, amongst all the nonsense that went on in that game, if people really want to look at that goal, and it really was a piece of. I mean, we're not scoring that under any other manager in the last decade.
I mean, Ten Hag takes credit for bringing Garnacho on. Sadly, he had to bring him off due to circumstances of the red card. But Garnacho was clinical in his thinking and decision making when it came to that Rashford goal, and that's huge.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really teach that in somebody so young. They've either got it or they haven't, and he's going to be a special player. I thought once we'd actually sorted out what Palace were doing and we went 2-0 up, that would have been a walk in the park. I've got absolutely no doubt about it. And I was looking forward to us actually,
putting our feet up, making subs.
Well, not only that, I thought we could have picked them off and scored 3 or 4. And we won't know that now because a big piece has gone missing. I have to say, I mean, what I really liked about Ten Hag's press conference yesterday was he wasn't going to bitch about referees at all, and we shouldn't really. You shouldn't rely on referees to win your games, but equally you should rely on referees to put in a competent performance. And Andre Mariner today, I mean, aside from all the nonsense that went after it, how is he not seeing that was a penalty? I mean, you can't be asking VAR to help you out with that. It was obvious. It was blindingly obvious.
It was quite clear that he had. There's an aptitude in referee, and I said it in my vlog. It was like when he took Bruno out, and it took him halfway through the counter attack to actually blow up and stop play.
Yeah.
And then the foul that Sabitzer apparently made when, like Nuruddin said, none of their players were complaining about it. He made them decisions on his own.
The foul he gave against Sabitzer was ridiculous. I mean, it was a clear piece of great play, and he's the only one in the ground that saw it. The only one. I don't want to talk about the referee. You know what? It's a blow. We're going to lose Casemiro for the 2 Leeds games and probably Leicester, but we have to look at it as a positive. I think we might have enough. We should have enough to beat Leeds without him on Wednesday. The away game could be interesting without him, but I'd still take us to beat Leicester as well. So it might be a positive that he's free for Barcelona and for the game for the Carabao Cup final.
The final, mate, that's it.
Yeah, it might be a blessing in disguise. It's not at the moment when you see how we caved in for 5 minutes. But I think once we knew what we were doing, once we knew what their focal point was when we were going to concede territory. Yeah, and I think again Erik ten Hag takes kudos for actually making substitutions that helped us in the long run.
Who gets man of the match before you go, Graham?
I don't know. Let me think. I couldn't say really.
Let's just say the fans did it.
It was a team performance. Everybody put their body on the line, and what I will say is the units in midfield, particularly in the first half, the Portuguese speakers were constantly talking to each other, and Lindelof, and Varane and Martinez as well. We're happy to play a high line, and that unit was great. So any one of those five certainly.
Graham, cheers for coming on, mate.
Thanks, Adam.